Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this video today, I'm super excited about it because we're going to be talking about the power of physical gold and physical silver as the correct way to save and also build wealth. And one of my most important components about physical gold and physical silver is protection. Now, while the stock market can be volatile and unpredictable, precious metals such as physical gold and physical silver, keyword physical, have been used for centuries as a store of value and as a hedge against inflation. Let's just say wealth protection. And I didn't know this, but as I continue to learn and develop the greatest asset we have, the rich actually get richer, one of their components, off inflation. Woo, inquiring minds want to know, because in recent years, more and more investors and savers, correct way to save, are turning to precious metals as a way to diversify their portfolios and protect their wealth. So we can't just have a portfolio of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. That's really an obsolete idea because we want to have a portfolio that's well diversified. So whether you are a seasoned investor or just starting out, we encourage you to rethink your investment and savings strategy and consider the power of physical gold and physical silver. Let's get started. As we mentioned earlier, physical gold and physical silver have been used as a store of value for centuries, since man actually walked the earth. In fact, physical gold and physical silver have been used as a currency long before paper money was invented. And this actually was major in our history. It was not until the 20th century that most countries abandoned the gold standard and moved to a fiat currency based system where paper money is not backed by any physical asset. This has actually changed the world. We're talking about 1971 when Tricky Dick Nixon took us off the gold standard, where we see paper currency failing like they have all done in history. We're talking about 2,000 plus fiat currencies created globally around the world, and every single one of them have failed. However, physical gold and physical silver have remained solid among investors and savers as a hedge against inflation, political uncertainty, and economic instability where we are right now worldwide. I know we see these things taking place. We may not understand them, but we surely feel them. But my key thing today is to give you a clear understanding. These precious metals are finite resources that cannot be printed or created by governments, which gives them inherent value and makes them a safe haven for investors and savers. So if you're looking for a shield that can withstand economic fluctuations, physical gold and physical silver are your go-to assets. They say protection is made of metal. Now, many people are starting to wake up to this. So this information, is for the person who may not know this, because there are several benefits to saving physical gold and physical silver. First, these precious metals have a low correlation with other assets such as stocks and bonds, which means they help diversify your portfolio and eliminate overall risk. Second, physical gold and physical silver have been proven to hold their value, making them a reliable store of wealth. Third, precious metals are a hedge against inflation. I have to repeat this over and over because how are you fighting this inflation? As the value of physical gold and physical silver rise when the purchasing power of paper money declines. And how does this happen? Well, it's called quantitative easing, which is just government jargon to keep you confused. It's just the printing of money. I like to call it helicopter money. This destroys our life and your life if you're working for and trying to save cash. Finally, gold and silver are tangible assets that you can hold in your hand, which provide a sense of security and a peace of mind during uncertain times, which we are living in now. Banks are in a crisis. Central bank digital coin, abbreviation for that is CBDC, are in position, and inflation is rampant worldwide. Now that we have discussed the benefits of saving in physical gold and physical silver, or some use the word investing, let's talk about how to invest, or many like to say, especially myself, save in precious metals. Like I got to repeat these things because I want us to understand the importance of saving, but in saving in assets. There are several ways to invest and save in physical gold and physical silver, including physical bullion, ETF, exchange traded fund, and mining stocks. We're talking about diversification. We're not putting all of our eggs in one basket, especially when we don't own the basket. Physical bullion is the most secure way to invest and save in precious metals, and it involves exchanging cash. That's all you're doing is an exchange for gold and silver bars or coins. This can be good option. It can be a good option for investors who want to hold their assets in their own hand. You know, I'm talking about having that asset in your hand where you're feeling secure. You don't have to worry about the banking crisis. You don't have to worry about your money being tied into a 401k and sitting in the stock market and people telling you where the market's going up or it's going down, and you don't have to worry it's going to go up. No, what goes up has to come down. So we're talking about security. Tell me, leave some comments in the section and let me know if this makes sense. Mining stocks offer investors the opportunity to invest in companies that mine gold and silver. You must do your due diligence and study the company, and this is where a lot of people fail. They don't want to sit back and study. They don't want to invest in the number one asset they have, their brain, or invest in themselves. But I hope you're investing in yourself watching this short video. This can be riskier option than physical bullion, but it also has the potential for higher return. Like anything, saving or investing in physical gold and physical silver is not without its risk. But in my opinion, I do not look at physical gold and physical silver as an investment. I've mentioned this before, and I want to repeat things so we can see and get an understanding of why I say this. It's because, as mentioned, it's a hedge against inflation and the correct way to save money, since cash loses value over time from, what did I say that big word was? Quantitative easing, which just means the printing of currency. While these precious metals have a long history of providing a safe haven for investors and savers, there are still several factors to consider before investing. First, the price of precious metals can be volatile, and investors should be prepared for fluctuations in the market when dealing with trading gold and silver or ETFs. This means that investors should be patient and have a long-term investment horizon when investing in physical gold and physical silver, okay? But secondly, investing in physical bullion can come with additional costs, such as a storage or an insurance. Now, we have simplified this process, but for most, without the insight of how to navigate this, these factors are important to know. Third, while gold and silver can act as a hedge against inflation, it's important to not look at gold and silver as an asset for gains or in a traditional way. It should be looked at as real money, knowing the fate of all fiat currencies. Finally, mining stocks can be especially risky, as they are subject to factors such as production costs, political instability, and environmental regulations. Investors should do their due diligence and research the mining company before investing in mining stocks. As with any investment, it is important to do your own research and understand the risk before investing in gold and silver. Before we wrap up this video, I would like to thank our partners, 7K Metals. 7K is a leading provider for physical gold and physical silver solutions, and they offer a range of options for investors of all levels, from physical bullion to collectibles, and this is important right here, it takes out the excuses, and fractional physical gold and physical silver, physical gold and physical silver IRA, individual retirement account, and so much more. 7K Metals can help you find the right strategy for your needs. They also offer educational resources and expert guidance to help you make informed investment and savings decisions. To learn more about 7K Metals, please text 7K to 202-770-1668. Also, you can, along with doing that, you can visit my website at www.aricheducation.com. As I wrap up this video, I hope I have educated you to rethink your investment strategies and consider the power of physical gold and physical silver. Because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time is short. We got to make some moves and some decisions fast for those who have access to making the change. Now, precious metals have a long history of providing a safe haven for investors during uncertain times. Whether you choose to invest in physical bullion, exchange traded funds, ETFs, mining stocks, or a combination of these options, we encourage you to do your research and make informed decisions. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, fast. And remember, investing in precious metals is just one part of a diversified portfolio. In my opinion, it's the most important. But let's not ignore the power of blockchain and how Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets can be a hedge against inflation as well, along with the devaluation of traditional fiat currency. So this is important for you to take time. If you care about your financial future, and the future is now, take time, ladies and gentlemen, to study. And when I say study, I don't mean like going to the government's greatest asset, college, and getting a, once again, with all due respect, going in debt and having to study for something that teaches you nothing about what we're talking about. I'm talking about just taking some time to look at videos like this, or, do some more research right on YouTube. Since Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, is what some people call people's money, it's decentralized. The banking system, centralized. They're in control. This is decentralized. Not controlled by any central banks, is now being called digital gold. Okay, and that's powerful, right? So I think you want to look into something like that. Now, Bitcoin itself has just hit an all-time high days ago, pushing over 70K. And this is important for you to understand as well, and we'll go beyond that in the very near future. And I always like to say the future is now. Now, just like fractional gold and silver, you can get Bitcoin, which they call Satoshi, in small pieces, $1 here, $5 here, $10 here, $20 here, and other cryptocurrencies in small denominations. So the downside to cryptocurrency, this is big though. It's big, like Bitcoin and others. If there is no electricity or internet, you are not able to access your money. But once again, I personally believe cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, is still a great asset to have in a well-diversified portfolio. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, do your own due diligence to study these things and understand the importance of diversity. So with that being said, I hope everyone had a good time and got some good information from this short video. Remember to like, also share, comment, and subscribe to A Rich Education, along with A Rich Education podcast that we have here too, okay? So I want to thank everyone for their time, and I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next video.